That's what I, like about writing is being able to, be able to paint a picture in somebody's mind, and like a painter has canvas that he paints on, and we musicians, songwriters, our canvas is silence.
Something in the water taught me how to crawl. Something in the water taught me how to fall.
What is hip? Some people say it's a bone that you wiggle when you feel real good. But I say Swamptown Get Down is hip, so trill, slightly turnt, and hundo P lit. March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. The 10th annual Swamptown Get Down Music and Arts Festival featuring Kung Fu, the Lee Boys, Pine Box Dwellers, and Bobby Lee Rogers Trio. The party starts at 7 p.m. Thursday, March 12th with Stephen Pickman and continues all weekend long with music by Derek Dove, Them Vagabonds, Michelle and the Ambiguous, Glass Camels, Brett Bass and Melted Plectrum, Heart of Pine, Electric Cow, The Page Brothers, Josh Kirkland, Thunderbird Blues Band, Ty Manning and Slaw Dog Biscuits, Back City Woods, Lazy Lightning, Custer Pie, and Bonnie Blue. On-site RV and primitive camping, food, arts, and craft vendors. Free admission for kids 12 and under. Get your squad together. Call your fam. Bring your tribe to the 10th annual Swamptown Get Down Music and Arts Festival, March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. A safe at home production. Welcome to Something in the Water. I'm Uncle Dave Griffin. This Mr. Sean Clark and our engineer back here, Justin Mercer. As our guests this week, we have the Page Brothers from Adel, Georgia, Travis and Dakota Page.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah,
Glad to have you.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So you are recording an album here with Caution Light Media.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Be a 6-song EP.
Heck yeah.
It's going to be called Blood on the Bible Belt, and it's all about wheeling, dealing, killing, and blood spilling.
Yes.
There you go, man.
That sounds good.
Well, that's right up our alley. It seems like it because there's something in the water, We're all songwriters here from the south of Georgia, and we like to deal in all that subject matter. I think that makes for some interesting songs.
Definitely.
It really does. And from what we've heard of y'all are pretty amazing songwriters.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank man.
Y'all are amazing.
Same thing, man. I love everything I've heard of both of y'all, man. Like y'all know how to write some songs.
Yeah, it makes us want to, step our game up writing, right.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are awesome.
Well, vice versa, man. Your guitar playing and your singing is very unique in both aspects. That's just really good stuff.
Thank you, man.
So why don't we do a little history lesson? Y'all just kind of tell us about your background, growing up in, I guess you grew up in Adel? Or
Yeah, well,
other towns close by?
close by, Cook County.
Y'all just kind of tell us how it all started out for you with your interest in songwriting and music and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, pretty much, being a kid and, we lived with my great grandpa for, from the time we were like 8, like I was probably about 8 years old.
Yeah, I think I was in like first grade.
Yeah, and all the way up till I was in 8th grade, and he would play, always play old school country music on the radio, like, Hank Williams and Hank Snow, and then
Lefty Frizzell.
yeah, Lefty, and then my other grandpa, he would play like 50s music every Saturday morning.
Yeah, he was an Italian New Yorker. You know, he liked all that doo-wop stuff. He was born in 1950. You know, Fats Domino, Frankie Valli, Four Seasons, all that stuff. We grew up listening to, you know, all that stuff. So had a wide.
It's kind of unusual
variety.
for y'all. I guess what are y'all's ages now? What are y'all?
23.
I'm 21.
3 and 21. That's really unusual these days for y'all to be able to be exposed to
that.
such a varied background as that. That's
And you can
awesome.
tell, like, I mean, shit.
It's kind of crap I grew up with. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
God knows. I mean, that's great.
I've never felt in touch with my generation, man. Like, you know, like I would never like. I feel like I've always been kind of socially awkward with people my age, just 'cause I don't connect with them. You know,
You're
like
not
I
into what they're into.
I
and
can't
stuff
get
like
into that boom boom pow.
Boom Boom Pow, man. But yeah, how I started playing guitar was I was walking through Walmart with my grandparents one day, and I seen a guitar, just blue, like first act acoustic or something. And I told them I wanted a guitar, and that next Christmas they got me a guitar. And my grandpa, my papa, he played guitar. And so he, you know, taught me my first chords and my first song, which was Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi.
Heck yeah.
But he was, man, he was a Deadhead, loved the Grateful Dead, you know, Jimi Hendrix, all that stuff, man. So we got a lot of good taste for music from him. So he started me on, you know, guitar. And then Cody started learning guitar, I guess, like 2 years after me?
Yeah, you was already playing for 2 years, which, you know, like, I actually wanted to start playing the drums, man, and my grandpa was like, ain't no way. He was like, when hell freezes over, I buy you a drum set, 'cause
That kind of thing. Yeah.
He
Beat
like-
on the trash can if you want to play drums.
Yeah, and he's like, it's just racket.
Yep.
So then, you know, I don't know, like he was kind of like find a different instrument, you know, because I wanted to learn how to play. Trap's been playing and I always loved music and stuff, and, you know, so Travis kind of ended up talking me into learning guitar. He's like, man, you should learn guitar, man.
Yep.
And I'd love the guitar, but I wanted to be different, you know, maybe something we could, you know, want to be different. When I was younger, I didn't want to learn the guitar just because he was, and then he taught me into it, and I was like, started teaching me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's, usually the older brother teaches the younger brother, you know, and in that case, the younger brother taught me, man.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Who was singing first out of both of y'all?
yeah.
I guess he was.
Yeah, because you'd play, man, you'd play guitar, and I'd sing, like,
I guess we probably tried writing some songs before he even started playing guitar.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Had a little toy electric keyboard, too, man.
Yeah.
And I think I'd learned how to play Smoke on the Water.
Yeah,
On
man.
it.
That's
Yeah.
one of the
One
first
finger.
things. Yeah.
One finger.
First things I ever knew.
Yeah.
So y'all got a background in writing as well. You know, you started.
Yeah, I actually started writing before I started playing guitar and stuff, like writing poetry. And
How old were you then?
I was probably about, I want to say, I was probably about 8.
Wow.
Cause my mom, she's a poet. She writes, and you know, I learning how to read in school, and then they ended up, you know, even teaching us a little bit about poetry back then in grade school, man. And you know, I wrote some stuff like for, you know, school assignments and
Yeah, some stuff that was something that was in the newspaper
yeah.
when you were in elementary school.
Oh, yeah. I had a buddy named Gunner Farr back. I think I was in third. It's like 3rd or 4th grade. I had a buddy named Gunner, he got killed on Halloween. He was like, it was an accident, like something happened, and I wrote a poem for him, like kind of in memory of him, and one of my sister's friends' grandma's, I think she either knew somebody that ran the paper or she might have, I don't know, and then I guess they like, they let the family hear it and stuff, and they wanted it in the paper, so they put, it was a little like 5-line poem,
Awesome.
Yeah, just being a young kid, man, writing, poem, for that kind of thing.
Your mama was a poet.
Yeah,
She inspired y'all.
Books, man, books and books of poetry. She's been writing since, I guess, she was a kid, teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did y'all write your first serious song?
Oh, man. I guess you probably wrote it by yourself. Was it a song called The Journey? Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cheesy.
It was probably a little
man.
cheese. It had a lot of cheese on it, man. Yeah. Can you remember a line from it?
I got some bad ones.
The first ones are hard.
I'm trying to remember it.
Nah, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, but we thought it was like the
a lot of brain
best song
cells
ever,
ago.
Then we realized it wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't anything to worry about.
Well,
I've heard some of y'all have written that are amazing, and you just played us a few out there, and hope you play us another on the show.
Yeah,
We
we'd love
definitely
to,
will,
man.
man.
Definitely will.
Well, y'all want to play one right now?
Yeah,
Feel like
Yeah,
it?
we're down, man.
let's do it.
Get this old guitar. What you want to play, man?
Play, you wanna play Mustard Seed, man?
you need a capo?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great song, man.
Yeah. Loud. Page Brothers, Mustard Seed.
Well, I've seen cowards rise, and I've seen brave men fall. I've seen things I wish I hadn't seen. Sometimes it's like I've seen it all. Like an old beat-up truck broke down on the interstate. Seeing so many people stranded without a lick of faith. Well, some men take to praying, and some men take to drinking. Every man's got his own way of coping. Every man's got his own way of thinking. Remember when you're hopeless, or you have lost your way, that a tiny little mustard seed could carry the mountains away. Well, for some time I've been in denial, hiding a sad man's frown behind an empty smile. I never thought these hard days would pass, passing out drunk every night on my next door neighbor's grass. Well, some men take to praying, and some men take to drinking. Every man's got his own way of coping. Every man's got his own way of thinking. Remember when you're hopeless or you have lost your way, that a tiny little mustard seed could carry the mountains away. Some men take to praying, and some men take to drinking. Every man's got his own way of coping. Every man's got his own way of thinking. Remember when you're hopeless or you have lost your way, that a tiny little mustard seed could carry the mountains away. That a tiny little mustard seed could carry the mountains away.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
good stuff. That was, you wrote that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote
Good stuff.
that one. I don't know, like I've heard the phrase, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains.
Straight out of the Bible.
Yeah.
I've heard it throughout my whole life, and then I just kind of, I don't know, one day I was picking with
Listening
the
to
guitar.
some John Prine.
Yeah, I was listening to some John Prine too.
Yeah.
And kind of, I don't know, I just kind of come up with it, just strumming a little melody, some chords, and
Yeah, tell me
humming
about
a melody and
the
stuff.
guitar you wrote it on.
Oh yeah, I wrote it on. My stepdad has a 1960 Gibson J45, and it's actually it's like a cherry fade
Yeah,
sunburst.
Pretty guitar.
Beautiful
yeah.
guitar, and it was his dad's, and his dad was a preacher. He had a non-denominational church. He was from Florida and moved up to Adel, I guess, back when my stepdad was like a young
Teenager or something.
teenager, and he died fairly young, and
And he was an awesome songwriter from the song. Our stepdads played us lots of songs of his dad's.
of his dad, yeah.
Had a lot of awesome songs, books.
I think that he might have been speaking through that
Exactly.
instrument.
That's the whole.
I do kind of feel like that. Not trying to, but yeah, man. I don't think I could have wrote that song in any other guitar. I do
It
kind
had
of feel like he
this-
was speaking through me.
Yeah, it had an energy to it.
It definitely shows in the song. It's powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Which that's a cool thing too, about instruments and stuff is especially older ones, that's been played for 50, 60 years, people pouring their heart out.
They all got stories, man.
And I feel like, some of it's like magic that's trapped inside the wood, man.
The wood soaks it up.
Yep.
Just like Neil Young. I think Neil Young owns Hank Williams' acoustic guitar.
man.
I'm pretty
wow.
sure.
If you were going to own an
And,
acoustic,
and,
that'd be the one.
Yeah.
David Cry that plays at the Graham Parsons Guitar Pool every year. He's a songwriter from out in New York, and he ended up buying the acoustic guitar that Graham Parsons and
I just knew Graham. I didn't know anybody else owned it.
Bob. This is terrible. Because I can't remember Bob's name, and he's so deserving of it. But
Yeah. I'm gonna
wrote
look it up.
the song "Hickory Wind," which is probably Graham's one of his signature songs, "Hickory Wind."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Graham and Bob wrote this song together using this guitar, and
Yeah.
then David Cry ended up buying it from this gentleman that we're anxiously trying to beg his name. And I apologize because I know,
Yeah,
I
I
know
know
the
this.
man.
I know this too.
Right now, I didn't know we were going to talk about it, but right now,
Bob Buchanan.
Bob Buchanan.
Buchanan.
Yes.
Bob, I beg your forgiveness on this,
Yeah,
but
me too.
Bob Buchanan from the International Submarine Band, Graham's first recorded band. They wrote the song "Hickory Wind" on it, and David Cry ended up buying that guitar. So
It was a nice playing.
it's pretty
with you.
special, you
Yeah,
know. I'm
it's got some
sure,
magic in it.
as your granddaddy's was. You know?
Yeah.
And an instrument, you know, I find it songwriting. You know, when you can go to an instrument other than your own,
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
perk something up in you. You
Picking
start
something
going
up
into
that-
another
yeah,
direction.
it
You
could
know,
be a
if it's a
crappy guitar,
keyboard
but it's just like it
or
says
a whole
something
other
else.
guitar or something.
It speaks something different
Yeah.
too.
It does. It's strange that the guitars themselves have personalities of
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I feel like you could take two acoustics, you know, put out in the same year, same model, everything, you know, and you could play them side by side, and there
Oh,
would
yeah.
be
Yeah,
some
every
difference,
instrument
man.
has its
Subtle,
own.
yeah.
There was a
Subtle
time where
differences, yeah.
about 5 of us on the same Martin
DR?
DR,
Yeah.
and every one of them you would have swore it would have been a different guitar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I mean, it was a different guitar, but you know,
Yeah.
a different model.
Mhm.
Every one of them sounded different, played different.
Well, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoyed that. Like I say that y'all been in bands probably from the time you were teenagers, I guess. You know, which,
Yeah,
which wasn't that long ago. you know, but
I guess,
it's amazing to me.
We started playing out, like trying to play gigs. I guess.
You're still in school.
Yeah, definitely. I was in middle school,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Well, whenever we first started the Page Brothers
Yeah.
band, I think I was in 10th grade, maybe 10th, and you was in 8th grade? Or
I guess so. No, I would have been in. I've been in 8th grade. Yeah, probably.
And we had actually played out before we started the first band. There was a little hot dog place,
Diggity dog.
Diggity Dogs, yeah.
And they had a little, I guess, a gazebo set up, and
Yeah.
we'd just go there and just play. We
Yeah.
didn't really have a.
We honestly shouldn't even been playing a gig back then. 'Cause,
Hey, but it was free, man. They didn't pay us for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
People gave us tips, man.
Get
Yeah.
free
So it was
diggity
cool.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They actually had this. Not trying to get off subject, but they had this thing called a hot burger, and it was like a hot dog burger, man.
Yeah.
Like it pretty much was a burger that was put in a hot dog bun.
Hot dog form burger.
Yeah.
Weird, man. I don't know.
First I've heard of one of them, but
But anyways,
The Diggity Durger.
diggity durger.
yep. The first time we tried to put a band together with like drums, our friend Charles Judge
Yeah.
from school was playing drums. Cody was playing bass and singing, and I was playing guitar. So that's how the kind of the first, our first band kind of,
Yeah.
We never had a name. We tried a bunch of different names, and
Yeah, we couldn't, man. Like,
so we had to settle on the Page Brothers, man.
I don't think y'all settled. I mean, y'all are brothers.
That
and
works. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is
brother
destined.
bands, they go
Yeah.
back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most people go through some bad band names to get to where they are later, but
Yep.
y'all started right off with the most apt name there was. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's something, too, we thought about because, every time we would find a name, that we thought was kind of cool, it just ended up, like, I remember one time we wanted to name the band Slither. Man.
Slither, man. Well, we actually, we started out playing like, heavy, like 90s,
Yeah, me too.
grunge rock,
Yeah.
and we were doing all kinds of that Alice in Chains and
Yeah, I came up on
Yeah.
all that.
that kind of stuff, man. And our, our style has, I guess, our musical
Yeah.
genre of what we like write and, stuff has
Play, yeah.
changed, but,
Which we've always liked, we've always liked the older kind of music,
Yeah.
but I don't know, when we were in high school, we wanted to rock the world,
rock,
man.
yeah.
heavy, man. Play that, yeah.
Yeah, and
Kick the door down.
just I don't know, man. Like after 2 or 3 years of trying to play it and just not really getting anywhere, and then two, you can't like. He just turned 21, so for a while, we weren't even able to go play in bars and stuff
Yeah.
too, so. But I don't know.
But now you're about to play Swamp Town Get Down.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Excited about that, man. That's gonna be happening.
Should have brought a flyer in. Got the Swamp Town Get Down Music and Arts Festival coming up March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. It's a music festival that me and friends of mine, we've been putting on for 10 years now, and we've got a great lineup scheduled for this year, including the Page Brothers
Yeah, we're happy.
Band, the Pine Box Dwellers,
Yep.
and a good lot of others that's going to be there. And you owe it to yourselves to make it a point to come out to it. You can find all the information on it at www.stgdfest.com. It's going to be a good weekend.
It always is.
We already
Yeah.
sold out just about every RV spot available. Out of 56 RV spots, there's 5 left, so jump on them now.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Looking forward to having y'all to that.
Yeah, man. We can't wait to see all the other bands too, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best thing about playing it is you get to hear everybody else, and instead of just going and playing somewhere by yourself and loading up and never, even when somebody's playing across the street, you never get to hear them,
Mm-hmm.
And I just love like the commune with everybody and
Yeah, man.
fellowship.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling. Y'all do any a lot of festivals work, or you primarily club work, or?
Yeah, primarily, clubs, bars, that kind of stuff. Private parties. That one of our goals this year was to play more music festivals. So, Swamp Town Get Down is a good one to do,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we actually got another festival we're playing at River Bottom
Yep, in
Revival.
Lakeland, called the River Bottom Revival Festival. Yep.
Where's that?
It's going to be in Lakeland, Georgia.
Okay.
It's in February.
Yeah, it's this month, end of this
Yeah.
month.
Very
Yep, so that'll be fun.
Cool. I just drew a blank.
Hell yeah.
Y'all want to play us another song?
We will, man, definitely.
Love to hear one.
Let's see, it's hard to think of a song.
You want to play one off the album you're working
yeah,
on? here?
definitely.
Tell us the name of that album coming up.
Yeah, they-
Blood on the Bible Belt.
Blood on the Bible Belt.
Right.
Which one do you want to do, man? Make him pick. I'm indecisive, man. I don't know.
You gonna do Bloodhound?
Yeah, we'll do Bloodhound.
This is about a bounty hunter.
All right.
I'm an officer of the court. I'm the backhand of the law. When a killer goes running free, well, I'm the one they call. I'm a hunting dog, running hot on a fox's trail. As long as I got a scent or trace, well, I will prevail. When I close my eyes, I still see all the faces of the lives that I've cut down. I'm a bloodhound. And I'ma track you down. Ain't no way to justify killing or blood spilling. I risk my life for the ones who died while you take for your evil dealings. If I could go back and stop you from what you done, maybe you wouldn't have to meet me at the end of my gun. When I close my eyes, I still see all the faces of the lives that I've cut down. I'm a bloodhound. And I'ma hunt you down. It's hard to sleep when you got blood on your hands. I got your bounty, I'm a lawman. When I close my eyes, I still see all the faces of the lives that I've cut down. When I close my eyes, I still see all the faces of the lives that I've cut down. I'm a bloodhound. And I'ma track you down. I'm a bloodhound. And I'ma cut you down. It's hard to sleep when you got blood on your hands. I got your bounty, I'm a lawman.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Man, can't wait to hear that album.
Yeah, man. Can't wait to get it out there.
Y'all have a goal for, or release date or anything? Or?
Not yet, man. Just hoping, sometime soon.
Sometime this year, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Justin back here is he also runs Caution Light Media Recording Studios.
He did our album.
Yep. There you go. He's
Desperate Days and Long and Nights. And
Yeah.
he's a man of many talents.
Oh, yeah. Great, man. Great.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the release of y'all's EP, Blood on the Bible Belt.
Yeah, man.
Page Brothers.
concept album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They kind of just all, they're all about kind of, the same thing, whether it's from a bounty hunter's perspective or a criminal's perspective.
An
It's
outlaw.
always, yes, they're just all kind of about, you know, like there's like 3 people I went to school, actually 4 people I went to school with, and that were supposed to be in my graduating class, and you know, they're all in prison with life sentences for
Wow.
murders, you know. So like,
Jeez.
yeah, ain't trying to, make my hometown or anything look bad, you know.
Yeah,
It's just,
I mean, that's everywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, and it's more so, you know, like addressing issues that's just happening all over, you know, like people go in and rob a store and, you know, over $50 somebody loses their life, and it's just it's
There's a good documentary that I stumbled across back in probably the early 2000s, and it's called "Searching for the Wrong-Eyed Jesus,"
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's an Americana artist by the name of Jim White, who at the time was based out of Pensacola, Florida, and he's living in Athens now. We've had him down to one of the Graham Parsons guitar pools one year, and actually met him. He's such a charismatic guy and a heck of a songwriter. But he hosted this documentary. It was produced by a couple of BBC fellas from England, and it kind of details the southern the Gothic South, you know, as far as like he made a beeline in an old beat up Pontiac from Pensacola and cut straight across on I-10. And what these producers wanted to show was that you could take an exit off of I-10, and in 10 minutes you would be in the deep South, in the deep dark South, with all the secrets and everything. And a lot of the interviews that they had with normal people in these towns was like from small towns in the South that you either grew up and you either were in prison or you were in the church. That was the only 2 outlets you had, you know, or music. Now, music was the other outlet, and that they kind of worked a musical theme with performers and stuff throughout the whole documentary. But it's a great documentary, and it explores all of that. You know,
That's
the
a
dark side of
a great album too.
It is good music
The album's
too.
"The Wrong-Eyed Jesus," and the documentary is searching for the Wrong-Eyed Jesus.
Oh wow, man, that's super.
Yeah, it's something that you want to find, you know,
it's,
and watch.
It's one of them.
But that's kind of where we all are as songwriters too, because I know I was raised in the church as most Southern boys were, you know, and there's always a fine line between sin and salvation, you know, and growing up in the South here, I've lived both sides of it, you know, and so a lot of our songs, a lot of y'all's songs are scattered with images, you know,
Of both
biblical
sides
and
Yeah.
spiritual and stuff, both sides and all that's what I love about y'all's work.
Thank you
I'm
so
drawn
much.
to it
Yeah,
very much so.
That's what I like about writing, is being able to paint a picture in somebody's mind, you know, and like a painter has canvas that he paints on, and we musicians, songwriters, you know, our canvas is silence, and we get to paint on that canvas of silence. Man.
Yeah. If you're gonna make a note, which note's it gonna be? You know?
Yeah. And Sean here does both, man. He paints on canvas and on silence.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
trying to get more.
you're an artist.
I'm trying to find time for the actual painting part. I always wanted to do that, and kind of playing all the time just kind of got in the way. But I'm trying to do both I mean, doing it already with the T-shirts, but just to have art at the shows and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like what you're doing too. You're branching out in the bowls and plates and and
I
What
did about
else?
3 bowls, and the guys in the band are like, "You're not becoming like the bowl lady, are you?" So, hey man, I'm just making some little bowls. Got a problem? Well, hey, let's take a break and we'll come back. Everybody
sounds good.
All right.
Something in my blood starts to take a hold. Something in my bones start to lose control. Something in the water gonna make me whole.
What is hip? Some people say it's a bone that you wiggle when you feel real good. But I say Swamp Town Get Down is hip, so trill, slightly turnt, and hundo P lit. March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. The 10th annual Swamp Town Get Down Music and Arts Festival featuring Kung Fu, the Lee Boys, Pine Box Dwellers, and Bobby Lee Rogers Trio. The party starts at 7 p.m. Thursday, March 12th with Stephen Pickman and continues all weekend long with music by Derek Dove, Them Vagabonds, Michelle and the Ambiguous, Glass Camels, Brett Bass and Melted Plectrum, Heart of Pine, Electric Cow, The Page Brothers, Josh Kirkland, Thunderbird Blues Band, Ty Manning and Slaw Dog Biscuits, Back City Woods, Lazy Lightning, Custer Pie, and Bonnie Blue. On-site RV and primitive camping, food, arts, and craft vendors. Free admission for kids 12 and under. Get your squad together. Call your fam. Bring your tribe to the 10th annual Swamp Town Get Down Music and Arts Festival, March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. A safe at home production.
All right, we're back from the break. Let these
Welcome
boys play
back. Something in the water.
with the Page Brothers. We're gonna let y'all play another song or two for us.
All right, man.
What's the name of this one, guys?
Overdose and tattered clothes.
Yep. Kind of a sad song, but some of the best songs are sad, man.
That's right. What's it about?
It's about like drug addiction, and you know, I've known lots of people. I have lots of people in my family that's, you know, struggles with it, and I just kind of
Now, how it affects, you know,
affects
people around you, you know.
and
Right on.
like it don't just affect, you know, like your health and you, but it affects, you know, the people that love you. And
Definitely.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got something like that in their family. Yeah.
Definitely, man. Well, here it goes.
Coming down from a 3-year high, I'm jonesing like hell, laying in the bed of a rehab center, trying to fix myself. They say it will get easier with a little help, my friend. And I keep thinking when I get out, I'll just relapse again. I miss the needles and I miss the pills. Memories flashing like a movie reel. I'm fading out like a wilted rose. All that's left is an overdose and tattered clothes.
There's a certain point when you can't sink anymore. They call that a rock bottom, and I've busted through that stone floor. Everyone tells me they're through with all the heartache, so I'll just lay here and deal with the shakes. I miss the needles and I miss the pills. Memories flashing like a movie reel. I'm fading out like a wilted rose. All that's left is an overdose.
Tattered clothes.
My friend, you look like hell. Oh, how far you fell. You put that stuff before your family.
Just can't control myself. Can't think of anything else. Oh Lord, what's next for me? I miss the needles and I miss the pills. Memories flashing like a movie reel. I'm fading out like a wilted rose. All that's left is an overdose. I miss the needles and I miss the pills. Memories flashing like a movie reel. I'm fading out like a wilted rose. All that's left is an overdose. Tattered clothes. All that's left is an overdose.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
That's really good. I like how you jumped in there too. A
Yeah,
lot.
that's right, man.
Yeah, we wrote, he wrote pretty much some music to it, and then, like, we kind of came up with, the idea of what we wanted it to be
Yeah.
about, and I wrote the first verse, I think, and we kind of collaborated
On the chorus.
on the chorus, and then we come to a pause on it, you
Yeah,
know,
for a while.
and then a couple days later, Travis was like, "Hey man, I finished that song that we were writing the other day." So I'm like, "All right, let me hear it, man." And he played it, added a bridge to it, and I'm like,
I guess that's part of the reason why I was singing that part, because I wrote the
Yeah.
part and he just kind of, he didn't learn the words, so I sang that part. So
Hey, it
did
works,
that
man.
way.
And you got a good voice too, and
Oh, thank you, man.
y'all sound good together because you're brothers, but your voices are so different, and they complement each other.
Thank you.
"Thank you, man."
Yeah, what strikes me about y'all's stuff is the humility and humanity of your lyrics and,
Yeah.
and stuff, and it just blows my mind that y'all are 23 and 21.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Well done.
Thank you so
great.
much, man.
Really good stuff. Looking forward to
I want to hear
more from y'all.
one of y'all's songs, man. Or
What about the Neon Rain that y'all were talking about?
Yeah, I can play that one. I can grab a capo for somebody.
Y'all tuned to the same, or is it?
You
I think I'm about a half step down, man. Makes it easier to sing.
I mean, I don't know if you use that or not. If you gonna do lead licks or whatever.
This one, me and you wrote together. Me and you wrote a lot together. Do you
We
remember?
do. That's
I had the first two verses and I couldn't get any further and called Dave. That's what I usually do. Because I want it to be finished. That's the main thing.
well. That's something that it's not an easy task is co-writing. I don't do it with a lot of folks, and
I don't either.
I think that you and I have managed to be pretty good at it.
Yeah.
You know, as far as
I learned a lot from you, that's for sure. Thought I was going to be in tune. But this song come out of, I don't know. I don't really know exactly what spawned it, but there was something going on with the lyrics of, let's see, backseat driver in a
demolition derby.
demolition derby.
Oh, wow.
I just tried to come up with
It
other.
might be that capo. Sometimes that capo's kind of
All right. Neon Rain.
I'm a backseat driver in a demolition derby. Since you had the wheel, our lives have turned topsy-turvy. We've been under, over, sideways, off-road, back roads, and byways. Somewhere back there in the rear view, I should have hit the highway. I'm tandem skydiving with a suicide jumper. You're a cracked egg frying on a hot summer bumper. I've been beat, broken, busted, blooded by the hands of others. But it didn't hurt as bad as having you as a lover. God above, show me some love. I just need something to lean to. I'm on a bad trip, I'm preying on a sinking ship. Just looking for something I can cling to. I'm going all in with a dead man's hand. Like one lone trumpet playing in a funeral band. Your foul mouth goddess, if there ever was a thing. Got me bleeding on the sidewalk in the neon rain. God above, show me some love. I just need something to lean to. Preying on a sinking ship. Just looking for something I can cling to. Cling to.
All right.
Man, that was
good stuff.
Thanks for playing on that.
yeah, man. That was beautiful.
Not on that one.
Not on this one. Okay.
It's gonna be on the next one. It'll be the next album.
Man, that was great.
Man, that was, dude.
Thank you.
That puts you in like a certain place, man. That's cool.
Man.
We were shooting for like a New Orleans kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
thing.
Is that mic active? Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, I didn't realize that.
It's recording all day.
Why don't you play us one day
Oh, God. Let's
while we're
see.
doing the songwriting round?
Roundabout.
Rotate the mic.
Musical Mike. It's better than Magic Mike.
Nope.
Let's see here. Well, since we're doing Down and Dirty, I'll do a song from the Newfanglers CD,
Ooh, yeah.
Blood in the Pines.
Oh yeah.
Did we talk about Newfanglers earlier?
I don't know if we've talked about the Newfanglers.
I mean, I know we
yet,
did, but did we do it on?
No.
We will eventually.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, the Newfanglers. It's a song from a concept CD that we put out back in 2007. See if I can remember this there. Well, here I lay. My time has come. I can't go back. Change what I've done. These goddamn walls, all I can see, stone cold and gray, closing in on me. Who's that coming? Who's coming for me? Heaven or hell bound, which will I be? Four walls around me where I lie and wait for the coming of the Lord. Or a key to the devil's gate. Last sound I heard was the cell door slam. I'm bound to pay for the life of a man. Last words I say, send me to hell. If it frees my son, guess it's just as well. Who's that coming? Who's coming for me? Heaven or hell bound, which will I be? Four walls around me where I lie and wait for the coming of the Lord. Or a key to the devil's gate. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yeah, that was on
Yes, sir.
from the Blood in the Pines
That's great.
CD.
He brought. That's when we were working on that project. You came in with a 4-track copy of that.
Yeah,
And that we tried to recreate it or whatever, but we went with that.
we ended up pitching the 2 tracks
demo.
down into the machine, and probably we didn't do much else
No,
to it.
we just used the demo. Just,
We added a finger symbol.
oh yeah, ting.
When it
Door.
said the jail door slam, ding, Quite a jail door.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, that was awesome, man.
That was great.
thanks. I'd like to remind everybody that the Swamptown Get Down Music and Arts Festival coming up March 12th, 13th, or 14th at the Waycross, Georgia Okefenokee Fairgrounds. You can get tickets online at www.stgdfest.com. And I think everybody at this table is going to be
We'll be
performing there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll be there. So
What time y'all playing?
We are at 2 p.m. on
Saturday the 14th.
Saturday the 14th, 2
Yeah.
p.m.
I believe we're at 7, Pine Box Dwellers.
man,
On Saturday?
On Saturday, yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we got some pretty big headliners coming. Of course,
Definitely, man.
Pine Box Dwellers, our local headliners, and the Lee Boys
Yeah.
out of Florida, and Kung Fu, and Bobby Lee Rogers
Bobby Lee
trio.
Rogers, man.
It's going to be a weekend of music.
Hell of a time. We appreciate you boys coming out. And
Yeah.
we
Dave, you want to take us out with a tale of the week?
All
yeah.
right then.
it's becoming the tradition.
Yeah.
But
Where's that tail?
Where'd the book get off to?
Where's that tail?
Is that it up there?
You might want to knock the dust off.
Knock the dust off.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Well, folks, welcome to Chapter 3 of Uncle Dave's Tale of the Week.
Chapter 2.
Actually, I did that one last week. Or, Chapter 2. Hey, who's counting? This one is called The Middle Child Syndrome. All right, if you live long enough, I reckon you'll see and hear it all. Scientific progress is all well and good when it comes to saving lives, but sometimes I do believe some of it might be a tad overthought. Take the middle child syndrome. That feeling of exclusion by middle children. They say the effect occurs because the first child, in my case, my older brother Gary, is more apt to receive privileges and responsibilities, while the youngest in the family, my sister Deb, is more likely to receive indulgences, thus resulting in the middle child, Uncle Me, suffering from feelings of low self-esteem, jealousy, emptiness, inadequacy, unfriendliness, and shyness. So me being the middle child, let me stop and take account. I don't ever recall feeling terribly unimportant. I guess I've been jealous at times, empty, inadequate, unfriendly, about as much as anybody, I'd say. Till I picked up a guitar and learned to play, yeah, I was considerably shy in social situations. More so than some of my friends who were about as bashful as horseflies around a swimming pool. But no, I'm not buying into the middle child syndrome as it pertains to me. I was born in 1953 and raised up with much love and latitude following the birth of my older brother Gary in 1950. The reason I'm a middle child, though, hinges squarely on the arrival of my little sister Deb, who was born January 7th, 1960, when we were living in Tripoli, Libya as an Air Force family. She was a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby girl who we loved and adored and still do even now, despite the fact that when she was 1, Gary and I would cajole and dote over her while she pulled on our earlobes until they became infected. The infected earlobe sibling syndrome, now there's one they need to look into. What those scientists and psychologists failed to include in their synopsis was this middle child's trait of aggravating the living hell out of my older and younger siblings. Now, I ain't bragging, but I was damn good at that. When I was about 5 and Gary 8, we were jumping on the beds in our Tripoli bedroom when, for reasons I can't remember, I jumped up and bit a chunk of skin out of his back. I suppose you could classify that as unfriendly. And this was way before The Walking Dead started beaming flesh-eating zombies through my television set in the bedroom. Fast forward to MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida, where little sister Deb was trying her damnedest to impeach me for unrelented pestering. But her little 5-year-old lips couldn't pronounce the word aggravate plain enough. But I can assure you, Mama figured out what she was trying to say, and I was handily reprimanded. I'm positive there were many more circumstances I could draw on, but my memory won't allow it. Maybe I've conveniently forgotten, or just maybe there is some truth to that middle child syndrome after all. That would certainly explain a lot of my actions. Bless their hearts, Gary and Deb put up with my childish provocations, but the good times far outweigh the bad. We don't visit as much as we should, even though we live in the same town. But when we do, we always pick up right where we left off, full of brotherly and sisterly love and admiration for one another. That's just how we were raised. I guess you could call it the Griffin syndrome.
Man.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you, Page Brothers.
Thank y'all for having us, man.
Thank
This
you.
was so nice,
We'll
man.
see y'all at Swamp Town.
Yeah.
When the cold black water finds its way across through your veins, it just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate.
What is hip? Some people say it's a bone that you wiggle when you feel real good. But I say Swamp Town Get Down is hip, so trill, slightly turnt, and hundo P lit. March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. The 10th annual Swamp Town Get Down Music and Arts Festival featuring Kung Fu, the Lee Boys, Pine Box Dwellers, and Bobby Lee Rogers Trio. The party starts at 7 p.m. Thursday, March 12th with Stephen Pickman and continues all weekend long with music by Derek Dove, Them Vagabonds, Michelle and the Ambiguous, Glass Camels, Brett Bass and Melted Plectrum, Heart of Pine, Electric Cow, The Page Brothers, Josh Kirkland, Thunderbird Blues Band, Ty Manning and Slaw Dog Biscuits, Back City Woods, Lazy Lightning, Custer Pie, and Bonnie Blue. On-site RV and primitive camping, food, arts, and craft vendors. Free admission for kids 12 and under. Get your squad together. Call your fam. Bring your tribe to the 10th annual Swamp Town Get Down Music and Arts Festival, March 12th, 13th, and 14th at the Okefenokee Fairgrounds in Waycross, Georgia. A safe at home production.